Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Divine Eye Mystic Tarot. What's going on with y'all? What's going on with you? Back with another general reading, child. Listen, I'm hearing that song, "Promise Me" by Luther Vandross. I think it is. Cause I keep hearing that chorus like, "Promise me that we'll be in love forever. Promise me that we'll be together." Something like that. Don't you care how this love turns out? So this could be somebody that's manifesting you, or like whoever this is that's on your mind, or whoever's thinking about you like in that way. Like this could be a past person. This could be somebody, currently in your energy, but they feel as though like whatever it was that was between you and them, like it should mean something, or it means something to them. They thought it means something to you or meant something to you. But yeah. Because I keep hearing that. Like, don't you, that chorus of like, promise me that we'll be in love forever and some shit like that. But listen to that song. It is for somebody that watches me. But yeah, like they feel as though like whatever it is between you and them, like it's something that they want you to promise them that it'll be. But they feel as though like, don't you care how this love turns out? That's how it's one of the verses in that chorus. So I guess it's like somebody saying, because it's like, don't, how long, y'all? Something like how it used to be when y'all was in love. Because it says, we used to be in love, but now your head is in another cloud. We had a good thing, but now you turned around. Don't you care how this love turns out? So, taking how it resonates, but just pull some cards and get a message out. But just had to begin with that, all right? So let's see what's going on, what's in the energy, current energy. What's the message for my collective current energy? What's going on in the energy, Holy Spirit? Hold on, let's go with another big. All right, child. First card out. Stay the night with me and just cuddle your soft ass. That's what the card said. Somebody wants you to stay the night with them and cuddle your ass soft. That's what they said now. That the card said that this how they feel. You got a soft ass. All right, man or woman, shit. Next card. Got a family member watching your apartment or home. Somebody got some fam now. They watching your apartment. They watching your home. 7 months could be significant. They could have been doing this for a total of 7 months. But 7 months could be significant. Richard, Robert, I'm hearing Paul. Richard, Robert, or Rodney can be of significance. So this family member could be somebody named Richard, Robert, or Rodney. They got them watching your apartment, your home. See why they doing that. Cause somebody already don't, like, they on the fence with you. This is somebody from your past, or this is somebody you done cut off, whether it's a family member using another family member, or this is a lover using one of their family members. Alright. Or they could be using one of your family members. It just says got a family member watching your apartment or home. So you can stay in an apartment, you can stay in a house. But either way, this, could be somebody that, you no longer in no contact with or some shit like that. But they don't have a way of, like, asking you, or they're afraid to, like, get some insight from you, or get that, get the facts from you. That this is somebody you're in no contact with, no communication. But they probably know you don't want to hear from them, or you're not looking forward to hearing from them anyway. So clarify, stay the night with me and cuddle, and just cuddle. Who is this that wants you to stay the night with them? Who is this? Stay the night with me and cuddle with your soft ass. Who's saying this? Who is this? Who's saying this? Stay the night with me. You got the Nine of Swords and the Lovers. Could be your counterpart or a lover. Could be a past lover. It's not in reverse. It could be your counterpart. Could be somebody that you thought was your person, or you felt like they was your person. Especially if you in no contact with this person with the Nine of Swords, like I was saying. You got the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with this Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody that's in their head. Like, this is somebody that possibly, is in a lot of regret, because you and this person is not talking. This could be something that, this person is, like, losing sleep over and stuff like that. Like, they could be having a hard time, like, connecting with you, especially if they don't feel you in their energy anymore. But this could be a lover, could be a loved one. But I feel like this is somebody that you actually had some type of, deep connection with these lovers out here. What's this Nine of Swords about? But yeah, you got the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you could be feeling this person energy. Like at night, you could think of this person a lot at night or something like that, or at bedtime or something. Or they think of you, but I feel like as an empath, both of you are empaths. Like both of you both can possibly like feel each other's, energy, like thoughts and emotions and stuff like that. So this could be your person. They just probably wasn't in alignment with you at the time when you were in a connection with them. They probably have awakened now. They could be going through a dark night of the soul, or an emotional awakening, a spiritual awakening. What's the Nine of Swords? What's that Nine of Swords about? Clarify the Nine of Swords. Yeah. See, they having a lot of nostalgia. This is they got a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions, a lot of memories going on that's constantly replaying in their mind. Like this is, moments where they done, laid with you, played with you, like, pillow talk with you. Yeah. Now you got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You could be a homebody, introvert. They could be an extrovert. You got the Ten of Swords. So this is a cycle that you done ended out, This is something that's, done cleared out. Like, this is a cycle that's over. You could have ended things with this person, or they ended things with you. Whatever the case may be, like, this is, somebody that's having a lot of deep thoughts. that, they can't seem to, kind of get away from, especially at bedtime. Especially at bedtime. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could work from home or whatever it is you do outside of, working outside the home. You may do some things at home or multitask, or you could have many hats. All right, but you definitely somebody that has a lot of creativity. It's a lot of things you could be into. That brings you money, brings you wealth, and things like that. Like pretty much anything you touch, works for you. Once especially if you heavily invested in it or you believe in it, and that's really all it takes. But with this Ten of Swords, it's like a cycle that ended. Like it could have been something that was painful, could have took a lot, to end things with this person, or they may have been saying and doing things to kind of procrastinate or not thinking this, because I'm telling you, like, I was hearing that song, like, real heavy. That Promised Me song by Martin Luther King, child. Luther Vandross. I wonder if they, anyway. I wonder if they related. That's what I was going to say. But, yeah, the Temperance is right behind this ten of Swords. And there could have been a lot of hurtful things that were said, or it was some, things that may have not been said that should have been said, or something like that. Yeah, because they could feel like, a failure right now. Like they could have feel like, things just didn't pan out the way they thought they would. Yeah, they thoughts is keeping them up. Memories of you and stuff like that is keeping them up. How would they know who this person is that's feeling this way? How would they know who this person is? How would they know if this is their person? How would they know if this is their person? You got the High Reflect. Nine of Pentacles. Why the Hierophant? Four of Swords. They could have Taurus in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But they could be somebody, whoever this person is, you'll know who this person is, because they could be someone that, may have followed the crowd. They could be somebody that got a lot of followers. They could have a lot of people, that want to be with them and things like that. Or they may have a lot of people into them or interested in them. They could be an authority figure, don't have to be. And you could dream about this person, or they, may have told you they dream about you at times. Because with this Four of Swords, it's giving, like rest and healing and things like that. Like you could be healing from, things that may have, transpired or was said, like I said, or wasn't said between this person, between you and them. But it's like somebody wants to, bring something to a truce. You know what I'm saying? Like compromise talk, talk something out, especially if this is somebody that knows that you're healing at this time. Like this is somebody that you may have, separated from, but they could have, listened to a lot of outside influences. They could have let people that really, had no business, in y'all business in the first place, have a say, especially if they looked up to these people or they thought highly of these people or something like that. Something like that. This person thinks of you a lot, and this is why a lot of times you don't know why this person keep popping up in your thoughts and your memories or something like that, or when you find yourself out of nowhere, like this person pop up, you know what I'm saying, or end up, a memory of them, like a lot. You'll know who this person is because they constantly come to mind a lot, especially like when you resting and healing and things like that. Like this person could constantly be in your energy. But I feel like this is, probably because they are working on, themselves as well. But I feel like whatever it is that is keeping them geared or focused, on things, especially themselves, is the thought of you. I feel like the thoughts of you, the memories of you, is what's keeping this person distracted. And I ain't gonna even just say distracted. It could be like a guide to them, but I feel like the attraction or the magnetic attraction between you and this person, they can't shake it even if y'all ain't together or around each other. If that makes sense, because even though you may not choose to be back with this person, or you felt like this person was your person, because I'm getting that scene in Despicable Me. I don't know. I think it's 3 or 4. Shit, I don't know, child. I just know it's when that guy get his wife and how he ended up meeting her after he adopted those kids or whatever, and he finally got that wife. She was on the plane, and everybody she kept looking at in any direction looked like that guy. And so even when she looked back at this lady holding a baby, the baby looked like the guy. And so she jumped up and ran off the plane to go look for that guy in Despicable Me that adopted the kids and had the minions or whatever. And that's how I guess she knew that was her person. Like, that's how she knew he was the one, because she saw him everywhere she looked. So you could feel like or see that person, whoever it is. You'll know who this person is because you'll feel and see. It's like you'll see people that remind you of this person, or that's what they doing. Like, they may see different things about people that remind them of you, like make them appear like they look like you or resemble you in some way, or vice versa. Like, you might see people different, these may be different men, and but they all remind you of this person. Like, they could, let's just say he a bald guy. Most bald men that you might see resemble that person. There's certain people that you see that person when you see them. And it may be strange or something like that, but you may feel like, oh, that person looks just like my ex. And they remind me of my ex. Don't they look like them? It's like that. It's like you gon', because I'm seeing that scene in that movie as an example. So that's what I'm giving you. That's how you'll know who this person is, if this is, your person. Because either you or this person, like, sees the other one whenever they see other people. Like, certain people, they see your face wherever they go, basically. Like, they see your face almost everywhere they look. In any direction, they see your face. Like, you resemble somebody they know. Or they almost thought they saw you. You know what I'm saying? They think they saw you, or they, kind of want to say, like, damn, you look like so-and-so. But in actuality, they don't. They just see your face wherever they Whoever they looking at, they see that person. They see you. Or you see them. Like you see people that look like them. But even though that ain't the person, it's like you see that person face in other people. Like you see them in other people. Even though they're not that person. Okay? Clarify, got a family member watching you. Watching your apartment home. Why? Why do they got a family member? You got the Knight of Cups and the Temperance. Because somebody want to balance something out. When they following their heart, they following their dreams. They got somebody watching your apartment at home. They got a family member watching your apartment at home. Basically, probably because they want to come towards you. They don't probably know if you got somebody. They, probably don't know if, you still interested in them or something like that. Especially if they ain't been talking to you, they could think that you got somebody else. That's why you haven't reached out to them. They probably know you to be somebody that don't, involve yourself with people that you don't fuck with no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you done moved on. Especially if you were dealing with this person and that person only. If you ain't dealing with them now, they know that it's a possibility you probably talking to somebody else because you ain't talking to them. You ain't reaching out to them, and that may not be something you do anyway. So that may be new to them too. Some people be used to folks chasing them and, you know what I'm saying, giving them some type of attention even after the breakup, but you may not be one of them people. But they following their heart. This is somebody that, that could be an older person. It could be older than you. This Knight of Cups, but this is about them finding balance, finding better solutions. You know what I'm saying? This is the universe, possibly, putting that gap between you and them, when it comes to them balancing things out and waiting on the universe to, and them cooperating with their spirit team. Okay? But they also, coming towards you, like somebody wants to follow their heart and, their dreams. Whoever this is, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and they could be a Cancer. Yeah, they could be any water sign. All right. What's the Temperance? What's that Temperance about? Got a family member watching you in the apartment. Home. Yeah. You got the King of Wands now. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Sagittarius. Whoever this family member is. Could be watching your apartment for a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio. Could be in a water sign, like I said, but or somebody got water. They a water sign with air in their chart, with an air sign in their chart, or a water sign dealing with an air sign. And one of y'all could have like fire placements. Or somebody is like a protector or something like that. Like, got a lot of passion, but they feel like, they watching for you, looking out for you or something like that. What's the Temperance with the King of Wands? What's the Temperance with the King of Wands? I can't remember watching it. I'm farming at home. What's the Temperance with the King of Wands? Temperance with the King of Wands. For some of you, it's a I don't know why. Anyway, for some of you, it's a or this may be for somebody in particular that is somebody, that could have passed on, or somebody, that is a family member of yours that is like an immediate family, like they somebody that you may care a lot about, but you don't talk to them. So it could be a stepdad or something like that, or a stepmom, stepbrother or something like that, and they could have passed on. It could be here, but it's given like somebody is watching over you, somebody that got a lot of compassion, a lot of passion for you or whatever. But it's like them having to wait, and cooperate with their spirit team, when it comes to them allowing the universe to balance something out. And I feel like somebody's like trying to spearhead like any blockages or something like that they feel like, may be there, or something that they, unsure of when it comes to them coming towards you. Especially if they don't know, if you have moved on. What's the Temperance with the King of Wands? Clarify the Temperance with the King of Wands. What's the Temperance with the King of Wands? The Eight of Pentacles. Put the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Because somebody sees you ascended, like they see you as a hard worker, but they also see you as somebody that don't put in a lot of work. You could be focusing on work, staying, involved, invested, what I'm saying, on working on you. And somebody could be, whoever this is, they could be somebody that's, like I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with this Hierophant out here. Somebody possibly is like, focusing on work, or like trying to, keep things that they are working on, like at the, as a, like keeping a goal in mind as they working on something like that. Somebody could see that they possibly, see that you like focusing on work or something like that, or because it's giving like somebody feeling as though like you're not studying. It's like you, whatever you got going on is got you distracted so much that this person, got a family member watching you and shit like that. Maybe because they doing a lot of working and stuff, they really ain't got the time, or they don't, have access to you like that. But it's like, with the Sun, like somebody sees you happy. But it's like Two of Swords, like I said. At the bottom of the deck, you got the Sun, you got the Two of Swords. And the Seven of Wands. So it's like somebody feels as though like whatever it is they can't see, it's like something they ain't being told, y'all ain't talking. So it's like, there could have been things that, may have been the same way. How like it's like whatever somebody made you feel like in a connection prior to it ending, it's like how somebody feel now trying to come back. So if you felt like somebody had a, interest somewhere else, or was trying to, explore or whatever, like, and you walked away, especially if this person was not being decisive in a way, to where they knew what they wanted. Like now this person know what they want, and they on that other end of, the spectrum of like where they had you at. But this is them wanting to come back around. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, they in that situation now where they don't know if you even want to, because you're so focused on work, and they see that you are growing. They see that you don't put a lot of work into yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you focusing on that, whatever it is, like whatever it is you doing, that person know you not reaching out to them. Whatever they see you doing, it's got you just, invested enough where you're not reaching out to them while you're doing that. So you could be working another job. You could be an influencer. You could be, getting another business started for some of you. For some of you, others of you, you could be, looking at starting something new. But it's keeping you distracted. It's keeping you, you know what I'm saying, focused on them things that is not making you available to people that either want to come back around, whether they lovers or friends or family. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it is, it's like whatever they telling them, it's like you working. Like this person is just busy. Like they focused on what they doing. They not, yeah. Because somebody is looking like a protector or something like that. Like they looking at you, coming towards you, like they want to protect you or something like that. But they see you as happiness. They see you happy. You know what I'm saying? But they could be wondering like, what's got you happy? You with somebody, or somebody else making you something like that. What's this 7 months about? Clarify 7 months. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Like you could be celebrating something in 7 months. Somebody could be 7 months pregnant. Take it how it resonate. You got the 8 of swords at the bottom of the deck now. So this could be somebody that, is, blocked, possibly, or in their head now with a lot of negative memories and thoughts, especially with no communication. You got the Emperor right behind this 8 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. With the 5 of Wands, yeah. So somebody feel as though whatever this, you may have this person blocked. The universe could have this person blocked right now, but this could be like just somebody feeling trapped or stuck. But these are just negative thoughts of like something, you could be feeling like something is going to repeat itself with this Emperor. This could be a baby dad or something like that. Just, a future baby father, baby, because somebody sees you as wish fulfillment. They could want to compromise with you with this 5 of Wands for this new love opportunity with the Ace of Cups. I cannot make it up. You got the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Emperor, the 9 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. And this person could be at a distance, or somebody that you are very distant from right now. Like there could be, the reason that you like that is because you're not looking to maybe get back with this person or actually see them. But yeah, 7 months. Get something 7 months now, because somebody could be 7 months pregnant is what I'm getting. But don't have to be. That's not for everybody. It's for somebody in particular. But when it comes to this 10 of Cups, like something in 7 months, like something is going to, manifest for you. Clarify the 10 of Cups with 7 months. Give me some more on this 7 months with the 10 of Cups. Yeah, got the 5 of Swords. Aquarius energy with the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I want to say somebody want to come in and disturb something or stop something with this 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's like somebody, got some fuckery going on. Something going on behind the scenes. What's the 5 of Swords? Clarify the 5 of Swords. Why is this 5 of Swords out here with the 10 of Cups? Why is this 5 of Swords out here? Yeah. You got the Three of Swords. Hmm. Somebody dealing with a loss or a heartbreak because of some type of separation. Because I feel like with this 7 months out here and this 10 of Cups, it's like somebody that gave some type of competition or put somebody in one that caused a Three of Swords. And it could be some conflict going on, some arguments and stuff being said, some back and forth when it comes to some disputes, some conflict that may have, caused a breakup or separation. 7 months, you could have been, separated from this person and for 7 months. 7 months could be of significance, but what I'm getting is it's like somebody, may have done some things like behind the scenes. That may be coming back around now that may be causing a separation. Because it's like something may have been going on for a minimum or a total of 7 months. Or somebody's separation being, they may have been separated from this person for 7 months. Because it's like, whatever it is that somebody is conversing about or going back and forth about, it's about, somebody's heartbreak. It's about somebody's loss. Like them going through some type of separation. They could be losing some type of lifestyle they used to have. Or that the control they used to have over somebody when that person thought that this person, was interested in them or wanted them or something like that. What's the Five of Swords with the Three of Swords? That's the Three of Cups. 333 could be of significance. Somebody wants this celebration or they celebrated something. I'm getting pregnancy. I keep getting that. So either somebody's 7 months pregnant or you will be pregnant in 7 months. But I feel like it's going to be some type of, conflict or it's going to be some type of arguments or competition, intimidation by somebody or somebody feeling intimidated or, or they put you in some type of competition that may have, caused the Three of Swords. But that could be causing, somebody, to go through a separation now that they feel like, maybe it was your fault or they feel like, this person's changed a heart or changing, their way of thinking or their trajectory as far as how they see things now and why it's causing somebody possibly, to, want to have this celebration with you. But I feel like somebody, Three of Cups also talks about, gatherings and stuff like that. So somebody could be having a baby shower or something in 7 months, or somebody's 7 months pregnant. But it could be causing a lot of, arguments and chaos or something like that, as far as, this pregnancy goes, because this person may, have wanted something with you, and it may be something holding them back, or it may have, been something that caused them to, something they may have been doing behind your back, or something they ended up, finding they gonna end up finding out in 7 months. It may cause a separation. It may, kick up some dust, cause some arguments, some chaos, some back and forth. But it more than likely it's going to cause some type of breakup or loss here. Especially somebody lying about being pregnant. Is this about a pregnancy? Upright, yes. Reverse, no. Is this about a pregnancy? Holy Spirit, Holy Angel. Upright, yes. Reverse, no. Yeah. Got the Page of Wands. As I look at this other card on top of my makeshift deck, and I'm looking at this spread, I don't know, somebody watching your home or your apartment, like when they get off work. Or somebody got somebody working hard at doing this. And all they see is you, probably going back and forth to work and focused on that. Or whatever it is you're working on. Some of you could be working out in your yard or something like that. Or you work on cars, something like that. But they got somebody watching you, but this is because somebody still has a lot of passion, for you, but they could be, waiting on the universe to like balance something out for them, because they having to find better solutions. And that's probably what this person been, focused on, and like staying, consistent with, as far as them possibly like listening, like I said, to their spirit team now. But I feel like, they having to follow their heart and wanting to follow their dreams now. But with this 7 months, is giving me like somebody, they may be looking and exploring now, when it comes to them finding, things, new things about them, that makes them happy, that brings them happiness and stuff like that. because I feel like somebody may have, went in a direction or was looking in other places, for things that they, were manifesting or trying to, what they desire for themselves without looking within. And it's always important to know what makes you happy instead of looking at someone else to do it for you. Because somebody possibly have been back and forth, with somebody they put you in a competition with for the last 7 months. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been the fact that they went toward this person um, with the intentions of probably getting pregnant for this person, and to try to trap them or some way like that, in order to get this 10 of cups. And this could have been with somebody younger, a younger guy or something like that. Because whoever this is, like whoever this is, they could have gotten involved, or especially, with this being about a pregnancy, not for everybody, but for somebody in particular, there's somebody that possibly got, a baby, or they celebrating some type of, news or something like that with this 3 of Cups. But it also, like I said, the 3 of Cups could mean pregnancy, could be, just somebody that, you went out with, had some good times with, may have met their family, may have went to a lot of social events together, things like that. But it's like somebody possibly, may have, gotten involved with somebody that they were not as compatible to as they thought. You know what I'm saying? And they may have spent a lot of time back and forth with each other over the fact that they involvement with this person may have caused a separation between you and them, and some heartbreak, or they realizing or feeling some type of way that this person, wants something, with somebody else. Because I feel like somebody trying to trap somebody, that way with a pregnancy. What's this 3 of Cups about? What's this 3 of Cups about? Everybody 3 of Cups. You got the Knight of Pentacles. So somebody want to come in with some type of consistency. They want to come in, they want to celebrate. 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. With the 10 of Wands and the Hangman. So somebody want to make a decision. Like they could be balancing some things out, getting their priorities in order. But they also, could be, looking at the fact that they juggled you. They could be juggling, financial situations. You know what I'm saying? They could be juggling offers, opportunities when it comes to, should they go here? Should they work here? Should they go in this direction? Work and live here? Or should they, stay where they are? Whatever the case may be. But they could be, burdened way down with a lot of responsibility. Or this is you. And somebody could have felt as though like they, or you may have felt, somebody felt as though they didn't want to come toward another person, um, being a certain way that was going to put more on them or on you. Because I feel like somebody, is looking at where they want to go or what direction they want to go in, because somebody now is feeling like they weighed down with a lot of responsibility burden. And I feel like somebody don't want another person to go because they want another person to stay and, like, help carry the load. But I feel like somebody is trying to, balance things out, and if this is a pregnancy that somebody got, somebody pregnant in the course of you and them not being together, something like that, this is, could be the thing of them, you having this coming with them moving forward with this Ten of Cups. Because that was the first thing that came out. But it's a issue, with that being something, what I'm saying, that for those of you that can get pregnant, it's the fact of somebody possibly having that opportunity with you and somebody they walking away from, or anybody from their past that may have wanted this with them not having that. And that's going to come with a lot of conflict and chaos and, competition and maybe even some intimidation, by some folks that feel as though, they had more going, for that person had something with them, and that separation and that loss that they don't have, that opportunity to do this with this person. And that could be causing a lot of chaos, you know what I'm saying? A lot of arguments back and forth, a lot of conflict. Behind the scenes that's going on unbeknownst to you. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this separation, from you or from anybody else at this point, like this celebration that they want, that possibly will, develop into something that may take a total of 7 months, but it's, there's, a pregnancy involved in a situation where somebody may have, used that, or that may be something that may cause a shift in like what this person normally, is used to dealing with, especially from people from their past or people, you know what I'm saying, just in general. Because this Page of Wands out here is like somebody, exploring and, you know what I'm saying, like looking, traveling, getting out more, exploring new things and stuff like that. They could want to, have wanted to do that. But this is somebody now that is looking at, looking within when it comes to their happiness, when it comes to the things that, express more how they feel and how they see things and what, really brings, what makes sense to them now. Because I feel like somebody may have been letting other people determine that for them based on what they do or what they provide and shit like that. You know how some folks will be with people that they wait on them people to do things to prove to them that they really want to be with them, where this person may not have did very much to show you that they really was interested in you. They may have been used to people always going out of their way to show them. You know what I'm saying? But they could be somebody that, like I said, they could be at a distance from you, or they somebody that, now is having to, or you could be in a traveling, or this is them. You and this person may have traveled a lot to celebrate, but when it comes to this pregnancy, like this is either, for somebody, your past person got involved with, or this is you moving forward. But this is like, somebody coming in with some consistency. Like, being on top of whatever it is that they know they need to, reciprocate that they didn't before. Is what I'm getting. But like I said, that's going to come with some backlash, you know what I'm saying, for this person or for both of you, just, because of right now, it's a lot of divine unions. There's a lot of divine contracts with this lovers out here. Like, this could be a divine union. But I feel like a lot of people, divine union is under attack. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people coming together on assignment, doing what they came here to do together. And everybody can't be a power couple, especially if you ain't moving for the Most High. Like, if you out here just moving, for likes and followers and shit like that, that ain't it. When you moving for the Most High, you moving for the cause. You moving for the correction of, what's been wrong, making, what I'm saying, what's crooked being made straight. So, anything else on this message? You got your ancestors are blocking you from him. Your ancestors could have this person blocked. Might be doing beauty spells. Pisces came out. Man or woman. Take it how it resonates. Rodney. Robert. Richard could be significant. You got doing beauty spells. Seeing them one way this week. Another the next. See what I'm saying? Like somebody doing beauty spells because they keep wanting this person, to see them in a different light or see them in a different way than they once were. Than they actually, But at the same time, like this person being, wearing a mask is not helping either. Because I feel like you can only play that charade so long. If the person you playing with is, watching you play and they just ain't saying nothing. Some folks don't realize that just means you playing yourself. Like, because I know I be seeing shit. I just don't say nothing. I just move different. So, I remember, exes in the past used to be like, who told you something now? Like, shit, my spirit team. If I had knew better then, I would have said that. But it was just my intuition, like, letting me know, what I'm saying, not to resist cutting somebody off or, like, holding back from them, for whatever reason. And holding back a lot of times, made people tell on themselves. So I just stayed away. The longer you stay away from folks that be guilty of the shit that they claim they ain't doing or, ain't going on, the longer you stay away, it tells on it, time tells. Not just in a bad way, but in good ways too. Show me this person doing these beauty spells. Show me this person doing these beauty spells. Why are they doing these beauty spells? Who is this? Beauty spells. Somebody doing beauty spells. You got the Empress out here and the Fool with the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody doing beauty spells because they keep wanting somebody to see them as a divine feminine. In hopes of keeping this person stuck. You know what I'm saying? And keeping them from taking this leap of faith. Like somebody wants somebody to believe like they on their new journey. Like I'm on my spiritual path. Like they doing beauty spells and possibly like, they wearing a mask. But it's the fact that them wanting to be, appear and come off to somebody as a divine feminine, as an empress. But like I said, somebody is got a spiritual baby between them and somebody else. Somebody is possibly already pregnant or they will be. They will be. Got the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Wands and the Magician. So somebody is not afraid of the unknown now. Like they making a decision. Somebody making a choice. And they done learn their lesson. They done learn their lesson. Like whatever information or whatever proof they needed to gather or whatever, clarity they needed to be given, they got it. And I feel like somebody, now they probably see it and they just ain't saying nothing. And that may be causing, some arguments and some, conflict between, them and whoever this is that, they possibly walking away from. Give me some more of this person doing these beauty spells. Who's just doing these beauty spells? That could be a Gemini, don't have to be. Because it's like somebody feels as though, you being happy and things like that. Like somebody, keep wanting to change, how they feel about somebody, how they feel about themselves by doing this because of how they see themselves or how they not getting the communication they used to get. Like they may not be used to people, actually giving them compliments or, always in their head about how people have, expressed how they feel or how they see this person. And I feel like it's really because somebody is like in that woe is me situation. Now like, the tables done turned. It's like somebody now, it's like somebody trying to avoid being, like somebody don't want to be used or, looked at for only one thing. And they may feel as though the way you look and how you are may have people that want to come towards you and want to, they could want that, but they could, do more for you than they do for this person. And it's like somebody wants to be seen as a divine feminine because of the things it comes with, the way that person gets treated, the way they get talked about and things like that. Like a lot of the good things that the good talk that goes on, that is discussed, and the things that people point out about Empress that possibly has a lot of good ideas, a lot of things that you may be holding close to your chest now when it comes to some of the things that you're working on. But more than likely, like, it's the fact that it's your status, it's your ranking, it's the amount of support and spiritual protection that you have being who you are. But like I said, you could be new on your journey. You could have started. You could have been on your journey 7 months now. You know what I'm saying, or less. But I feel like somebody does not like the light that you in with the sun out here. They don't like to see you in your truth. That you living in your truth. You walking in your truth. You doing what you love. You doing what makes you happy. What makes you smile. You doing what you want. You know what I'm saying? But they could be stuck in their head and, looking at how they feel trapped or they feel stuck. But this is just, negative thoughts of how they see something, going for them, or this is just how they feel, like they restricted. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be blocked. Somebody could be in a mental prison, just because they wanted something, for themselves to turn out differently without somebody, actually walking away, for whatever reason. And I feel like somebody tried to cook with no pots. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody trying to have, some type of, way about them, a look, or a reputation, or, just have some likes that other people have. But, beauty spells can be used in some good ways. But I feel like when you have, people that just want to be seen as somebody else, you know what I'm saying, that they not. And some people may need to do, beauty spells and stuff like that to kind of like get to that confidence, you know what I'm saying, naturally. Some people don't have that confidence naturally. And I don't know if this person was doing beauty spells on themselves or the divine feminine, because you chose another path and things like that, and you happy with where you at. But I feel like somebody wanted somebody to see you as somebody different, and they be seen, as the divine feminine, as a divine feminine. Why your ancestors blocking this person? Your ancestors are blocking him from you. Why? 5 of Cups. with the Two of Swords, because they didn't tell you something. Wherever this ended, wherever, something fell between you and this person, whatever wasn't expressed or said or told, with this Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, whatever this loss is that they grieving over, like, yeah. It was something this person was supposed to tell you. Give me some more why the ancestors are blocking this person. Give me some more why the ancestors are blocking this person with the Five of Cups. Yeah. See, whatever it is, this person, there's some, things that somebody may have been doing under the moon or something like that, that is causing some type of illusion, or they got something, especially if your ancestors got this person blocked because of them trying to make you question your intuition, or it's something that they feel this person ain't using enough of. With the King of Swords, King of Wands, yeah. Your ancestors could have this person blocked because they want them to, trust and rely more on their intuition. Because I feel like this person got, some things about them that they need to tell you. Well, they don't know if you know. It's like wanting to come towards somebody and not have to tell them everything, but just enough to get your foot in the door, and your ancestors ain't going. What's the Five of Cups with the moon? What's the Five of Cups with the moon? Got the Ace of Cups with the World. And your ancestors could have this person blocked because of the fact that this person, is possibly wanting to come back around because of a new love, or they, got like some new, newly discovered emotions about you or something like that. And your ancestors could not have this person blocked, but they could have themselves, feeling this way because they, in their head about whether you want something with them again or not. Because for some of you, your ancestors don't have this person blocked. This person got themselves blocked because they, Eight of Swords, the moon, like they, kind of been in their head about coming towards you as far as, the things that they feel like them being hidden, whatever they feel like they don't know. Especially if they have no way of finding out, and they may have felt like, because they haven't heard from you and how, things ended or something like that, they may have missed their opportunity. They may have felt like, you got somebody else, like you got a new love, but it's, a new love opportunity here, a new, like I said, emotional awakening. But this person could have, to close out a cycle in order to start something new. And they could have this person could, like I said, stay at a distance. They may have to travel to see you. And it could be, it could be up to 7 months. But this pregnancy could be, an idea. It could be, something that they holding close to their chest as well. It don't have to actually necessarily be a baby. But, take a high resonate. But this person got like some things that they feel like, is hidden. Like they feel like there's some things they don't know. And they don't know if you got like somebody new. But they do know you have a new love opportunity. They know you have another chance at love, and they possibly do too. But I feel like as though, this emotional awakening that they having, could be, something that got them kind of in their head about whether you still want something with them or what you got going on. And I feel like your ancestors is not going to show them, you know, what you got going on, possibly because you got something new coming in. Okay? So at the end of the day, like they could be having family and stuff watching you to see who that person is. And for some of you, it's for some of you or somebody in particular, you got some family that is wanting to know what you got going on and who coming towards you, like who you with and stuff like that. Especially if these are people that you don't, you know, fuck with, like siblings and shit like that. So they could be, you know, using like a stepdad or, you know what I'm saying, other family members and stuff like that to watch your house or watch your apartment to see who coming and going, who with you. If you got somebody now, you know who that person is, who they see coming and going. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they doing that because they want to see if, you know, you possibly with a new person or you with an ex. Because for some of you, some family or somebody looking for you to be back with a past person. Whether it's people on their side of the spectrum or somebody in your family that's watching you. But it's like somebody wants to see if you back with a past person. I don't know if it's somebody they used to be with. Because I'm getting it. Alright? But it's like either they and them past person may be at a distance from you. You may not even know who this person is. But they may be well aware of you. You know how the shit go. You know what I'm saying? Stuck in a karmic cycle with a bullshit. Try me get the fuck up out of here. I'm going to end it here. Collective, you guys make sure you do something nice for someone today. This is Divine Eye Mystic Tarot. Until next time, you guys, I love you. Mwah. Bye.